The Thanksgiving spread requires some planning, so while you're waiting for the turkey to take center stage, give your guests something to gobble on. These pecan pie bars deserve a spot on your snack table to hold everyone over until the main event. Tami Steggell joins me to share the concept and the recipe. Hi, Tami.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So you made this recipe with a special purpose in mind, and you say it's the perfect addition to your family's Thanksgiving snack table. Tell us about this tradition.
Yes, so every year we have a charcuterie snacking table. It has savory and sweets. Sometimes it's a dessert table, but this year it will be savory and sweet. And so I'd like to think of, I don't love having a lot of dessert after a big Thanksgiving meal, so why not a little pecan pie bar instead?
No, you're speaking my love language when you say, let's do dessert first.
Yes, because then there's room.
Right? Absolutely. Okay, so there are two different parts to this recipe. This is what I want to get to. Those look delicious. You say there's the crust and the filling. So walk us through the crust first.
Okay, so I have a prepared crust here, and this crust is shortbread light. So if you remember, shortbread is just flour, sugar, and butter. And this has flour, sugar, butter, vanilla, and eggs. I went ahead and made this crust ahead of time, and I covered it with a plastic cover just because I knew let's say I wanted to have it ready the night before because I was going to be busy the next day. The other thing that is important is I lined it with parchment so that after I'm done, I can just lift the whole thing out and cut it easily. And so those are my two tricks for you before you get started on the filling.
Okay, that's so good to know.
This crust, by the way, has eggs and vanilla in it. So the eggs make it a soft tooth shortbread and more pie-like.
Okay. All right, so we've got the crust down. We'll make sure we get them out of the pan nice and clean because your bars are cut so perfectly over there. Tell us a little bit about the filling.
Very perfect. Okay, so the filling is so simple. It takes brown sugar, and you can have maple syrup or honey. Today I chose to do half and half. And then here is a surprise, zest of a lemon, so it gives it just a little bit of pop. And then, of course, vanilla and cream. And then the biggie that we all need is 3 sticks of butter. But of course, that makes caramel. And so I have already prepared some caramel. And then you're going to take 1.25 pounds of pecan halves, roughly chopped, and you'll go ahead and just add those to the caramel.
How I wish you were in studio today.
Oh, the smell is so good and wonderful.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
What's really, really nice about the parchment is it helps the caramel not to spill over when you're baking it. So we're going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And then I will go ahead and move my ingredients and just show you how that filling goes in. I also have one more quick trick for you.
Yes, share.
So I decided to line my crust with pie pearls. You just put another piece of parchment on top of your crust with your pie pearls. And then, you know how sometimes when you bake your pie crust, it puffs up and then you just poke it with a fork?
Yes.
This makes sure that you have a good form. And then this crust is par baked for 15 minutes.
And then we bake the rest of the filling on. So just in the last few seconds that we have, tell us, do we need to let this cool completely before cutting? And is there anything else that you put on top at the very end?
So yes, a flaky sea salt. I love Malden sea salt. Let it cool for an hour. And then if you're patient, just let it cool overnight. If you need it quickly, let it cool in the fridge for 5 hours.
Okay.
And then just cut it, and it makes 32 pieces. I cut 4 ways and 4 ways, and you get 32 beautiful pieces.
Oh, that's a lot. You're getting a lot out of that. Oh, they're gorgeous. Yes, they sound delicious, Tami. Where can we find more recipes from you?
You can go to bitemeindustries.com. This recipe will be posted on Studio 5 KSL website. And thank you so much for letting me share remotely.
Thanks, Tami. We'll see you soon.
Have a beautiful day.
All right, we will also post a link to Tami's website and social media pages on our website, studio5.ksl.com. Just click on the recipe button on that page. You'll see an article with details for Tami's pecan pie bars. Open that up and find the link to Tami's resources at the bottom of the page.